Blair? Blair?
Good morning, sleepyhead.
I thought you'd gone.
Todd, I am never going to leave you.
Is that a promise?
You've seen the worst of me and the best of me, and I've seen the worst of you and the best of you. There is nothing that would make me ever leave you.
Yes. What happened? Did it, like, mess or something?
No, Star, he didn't. He was hungry. Weren't you, sweetie? Yes, you were. Star, sometimes babies cry. That's their only way of communicating.
Whatever.
Hey. You know, we have given this baby a last name. I do think it is time we give him her first. What do you say?
Well, what's wrong with baby?
Well, maybe we should name him Pluto.
No.
Like the planet.
No.
No.
His head is pretty round.
Star.
What do you think he looks like?
Actually, I think he looks like you.
You think he's ugly?
Todd.
What should we call it?
Well, when I was pregnant, there was a secret name that I was hoping I could name him.
You're not still thinking about calling this kid Todd, are you?
I always hoped we'd call our son Todd.
No way.
But Todd is...
Look, it's a name that carries a lot of baggage with it, and I think this kid deserves better.
Well, I happen to disagree with you.
Well, what's the
I think
next
Todd
name
is
on the
a wonderful
list?
name. Well, the next name would be Todd.
I'm not kidding here.
Well, when I found out I was pregnant, I was confused, and I didn't know really how I felt. And then, come here, sweetie. Oh, and then, when I collapsed and almost miscarried and spent most of my time here in this bed, I just really realized how much I wanted a baby.
The name, Mommy.
Then I realized what an extraordinary gift a baby is, any baby, and then I realized what a gift we already had with Star.
I'm your little princess, aren't I?
Oh, yes, you are. I couldn't imagine that God would allow me to be so lucky to have two gifts. And then our son died. But then, oopsie, then this little gift found his way to us, didn't you? Yes.
You know this baby's ours, right? I mean, just like the kid that we lost in Mexico would have been.
Yeah, I know. Maybe it's a good thing that he wasn't born our blood child, huh? Oh,
Why?
it's okay. Because then, well, he's not going to get the worst of us, Todd. He'll only get the best of us. That's right.
Mommy, the name.
John.
John.
John. His name means precious gift. John Manning.
Well, what do you think he thinks about that?
Dad, he's too little to talk. Right?
Jack. We'll call him Jack.
I like that.
I'm glad.
You know what? I have a lot of stuff to do. Right, Jack?
Bye.
All right, then it's settled. Jack Kramer Manning.
Kramer.
Yeah, well, Well, why not? I mean, he is your kid too, right?
Well, I know how you feel about my family.
This isn't about your crazy family. No, this is about you and me and our family.
Todd, I am so happy. I mean, we have it all. Forever. And nothing is ever going to take that away. Hello?
Senora Blair,
Who is this?
you know, remember me? Paloma from Mexico.
Paloma? Is that you? Oh, it's so good to hear your voice. Are you in the United States?
Okay. Just get rid of that thing.
No, I en Mexico, pero
What? Why are you calling?
Senora, I know something. Something for you, muy importante.
Well, what is it, Paloma?
It's concerning the...
Hey!
Don't you ever call here again. Ever. Nunca. Understand?
What did you do that for?
To what?
Well, you ripped the cell phone right out of my hand and you yelled at a woman who showed nothing but kindness to us, and then you hung up on her for what? For me?
Oh, you don't need to thank me. Not now.
I wasn't planning on it.
Hey, look, I'm not gonna stand around while somebody calls and makes you all crazy again.
I was fine until you hung up on her in the middle of a conversation.
Hey, that Paloma woman has no right to call here from Mexico and remind you of all the she was calling from Mexico, right?
Yes. Shh, there you go.
Well, good, because I'd hate to think that she was calling from a cell phone in the driveway.
Oh, she wasn't. Why are you even asking something so ridiculous?
It's not so ridiculous. Look,
It is.
I just don't want that character bothering you.
She wasn't bothering
Hey,
me.
Blair, I was right here, okay? I saw it with my own eyes. You're all happy, and then she calls, and then bang! Now look at you. You're like an emotional disaster.
That's because you hung up on her before I found out what she wanted,
Oh, I'll tell you what she
Todd.
wanted.
What did she want?
She was calling because she was dialing for dollars.
She never asked me for a penny.
Yeah, because I hung up the phone before she had a chance to. Believe me, if she was still on the phone, you'd hear the whole routine. Oh, señorita, I am so sorry about the dead baby, Sita. I pray all the time. I tell you,
Todd,
give me
Todd,
the
you are
pesos
being
and I make it the
mean.
candle.
You're being very...
Well, why else would she call just out of the blue like that?
Setting the little baby here. Tell you why she called. We'll never find out unless she calls back.
Hey, if she calls back, she's going to get the same treatment, believe me.
Todd.
Look, I'm not going to let somebody call and remind you of the worst day of your life just to make a quick buck.
Paloma calling is not going to remind me of the worst day of my life and of the baby that we lost, Todd. Because I think about him every... Paloma calling is not going to remind me of the worst day of my life and of the baby that we lost, Todd. Because I think about him every day. You know, if Paloma does call back, I really do want to talk to her because, you know, maybe she knows something, you know, but what really happened to our son?
Blair, she doesn't care anymore. She doesn't care anymore because she's not on the payroll anymore.
You know, Todd, I knew Paloma a lot longer than you did, and she was very upset by the death of our child.
She was just upset because she was hoping to come back with the kid and you to America and be the kid's nanny.
You know what? Maybe she knows something about how our son was cremated by accident.
Cremated by... Blair!
And you know what? Maybe she has some hospital records. You know, she talked to a lawyer or a doctor or
Blair,
a nurse
Blair,
or somebody.
there's a kid in a crib in the next room who needs you, okay? You gotta forget about this dead baby in Mexico.
I'm never gonna forget, Todd. Ever. I carried that baby in my body for a short little life. And now I'm carrying in my heart for as long as I live. No matter what you say about that beautiful baby in there, he's not our son.
What if I told you he is?